Hey there, and welcome back to the VEX IQ guide. In today's video, we're going to be going over one of the most important concepts in robotics, friction. We're going to be looking at why friction is important, as well as how to prevent it in your builds. Let's dive right in. Friction is basically when you have a moving object that contacts a non-moving object, causing the moving object to slow down, which you definitely don't want. So, how can we get rid of friction in these builds, you might ask? Well, the easy solution to this is spacers and washers. Now, I did already make a video on those, so you can check the link in the description and go check out that video if you haven't already. Though you don't necessarily need it, but it will be good to watch. Now, how do spacers and washers actually help prevent friction? Well, by using spacers and washers in between a moving and non-moving part, you can prevent friction from occurring between those parts. The number one mistake that people new to robotics make, or even intermediate and advanced engineers make, is putting shaft collars directly against beams. Now, this is really bad because when a shaft collar rubs against a beam, it creates a lot of friction, which we don't want. By placing spacers and washers either between shaft collars or instead of shaft collars, we can reduce this friction. Let's take a look at some examples.
When we spin the gear with no spacers, we can see that it doesn't spin for very long. However, when we put spacers in between the shaft collars and the gear, it spins for much longer because the friction is reduced. When placed side by side, the side with no friction clearly lasts much longer. Similarly, when we have this wheel with spacers on it, we can see that the wheel spins for a really long time. However, when we take those spacers out and just replace it with shaft collars with no spacers or washers, it doesn't spin for very long. And when placed side by side, a similar thing happens to before.
Now you know exactly how to reduce friction in your robots. Reducing friction is one of the best things that you can do to take your robots to the next level, and it doesn't actually take a whole lot of work to do it. Now, it seems like a pretty good deal to be able to improve your robots a lot without having to put in much work to do that. If you found this video helpful, consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. I'll see you in the next one.